If you are not using I Am Melanin Magic hair oil, then what are you using?
Hey guys, so I started using this oil called I Am Melanin Magic since February of this year, and check out the new growth. Like, it's insane. Not only did it help with my new growth, but it smells amazing too.
See the dramatic improvements Denisha has made after not having hair around her edges for 3 years.
Tanya's hair had been like this for almost 20 years, and while getting injections. Her doctor said it was scarred and would never grow back. After 4 weeks of using I Am Melanin Magic, this is what she looked like. I Am Melanin Magic did this to Danette's hair after a short time.
Hi, I'm the creator of the I Am Melanin Magic hair and skincare brand. My vision has always been to develop a line of products that meets the unique needs of melanated people. The I Am Melanin Magic hair oil is our premier product. It is the leading high-end supplement for your mane.
It reduces breakage, promotes growth, and can be used on all hair types and looks, from straightened hair and microlocks to wigs and protective styles. It's antifungal, antibacterial, and anti-funk, so you know you're protected.
It softens and conditions your hair, and it's anti-frizz too.
This really is all you need. It's rich with antioxidants, loaded with growth-promoting ingredients. Look at the growth of my hair. The proof is in the product. Need I say more? Don't delay. Purchase yours today.
I Am Melanin Magic, and so are you.
Greetings! Welcome to Tanisha's Locs, Beauty Tips and Potpourri. My lovely goddesses, my beautiful kindred spirits, Sisterlockers. How are y'all doing today on this eve of Halloween? I hope that everybody is feeling peaceful, productive, and prosperous. Y'all know I love y'all. I'm giving out much love to y'all because y'all are showing me a lot of love. Please contact me personally, 678-438-6442, and let me know how the the I Am Melanin Magic hair growth oil is working for you. I want to know, how is it helping you with your sheen? How is it helping you with growth? How is it helping you with filling in hair spaces if you've been dealing with hair loss? Is it helping to strengthen your hair for those of you who've been using it for 4+ months? What is your hair growth observations for those of you who've been using it for 4+ months, okay? A lot of you guys contact me on a regular basis. Shout out to Lydia. Lydia, I forgot yesterday to send you the picture of the samples. Lydia asked me if I would come up with some samples that you guys could purchase at a much reduced price if you wanted to send them in gift baskets during the holidays. So I was like, that's interesting. And it gave me an idea to maybe take this one and put it in a 4-ounce container for those of you who wanted to allow other people to if you wanted to share it with someone else. If you're a real fan of the product and it's working for you and you really like it, you may be wanting to share it with someone else. If that's something that you decide you want to do, let me know. I don't have labels at this point, but I maybe could I could still use this label, but I would have to wrap it around more than one time for this bottle, for those of you who were really interested in that. And then I could do smaller sizes as well, the size of like the acne serum or either the anti-aging. I could also put the sample in this size as well, but the label thing might be an issue at this point. I don't know what the demand may be, so I'm not sure if it's worth investing in labels at this point, and that takes time. But if this is something y'all might be interested in, just kind of let me know. I am going to offer some holiday discounts, probably 25 to 30% for a very short period of time. Because we got this situation with the mail service, and it's taking those rascals something like up to 5 days to do the regular priority mail. Y'all know I don't play with my orders. As soon as they come in, if I'm at that post office 3-4 times a day, I get your orders out. Some of you get them in 2 days. So I'm hoping that these new, these changes with the Postal Service doesn't affect us, that they don't affect us too much. But yeah, if you were interested in a gift package, it could be something like, maybe, I don't know, I've got to see. You'd have to probably, for those orders, text my phone and not the website, but maybe something like either 25 or 35% off of an entire order. I've got to look at the margins, because this is very expensive to make. This is the Magical Hair Growth Serum. You guys know this is medicinal, with the black seed oil, which is expensive, the stinging nettle oil, which is super expensive and difficult to find quality oil, and some of the other components. This is very expensive in the first place. But I don't know, I'm just thinking about it. So if y'all are interested in that, leave something in the comment section and I can definitely let you know. You may want to send a gift to someone, in which case, if you order, just shoot me a personal text at 678-438-6442 once you order something from the website, and tell me that it's a gift, and I'll make sure that I send it directly to that person, and that I include something a little additional or decorative in the wrapping or something like that, so that it really looks like a gift and it looks a little bit different maybe than what we may normally do with some of the packaging and the wrapping. So let me know about that. Who knows, I could even get some green boxes. As a matter of fact, I'm going to look into that anyway. I'm going to look into some green and red boxes for the holiday season, but just keep me posted. Now, what I wanted to talk with y'all about today is how to use this, because a lot of you guys will send a text message to me asking me how to use these products. This is the I Am Melanin Magic Hair Oil. This is the premium product. I'm going to put that commercial in here. I'm going to do it right now. So I'm going to edit this video. And this is the Magical Hair Growth Serum. This was the first label. I've changed the label so it looks a little bit different than this. However, this is more medicinal. This is not going to be the pleasurable smelling kind of thing. This is the workhorse, okay? This is the one that has the beautiful smell of all of the many essential oils, and it just makes you want to drink it. Somebody said, one of y'all said, it makes me want to drink it, or I keep spraying it because it smells so good. This is antifungal. This is antibacterial. This is anti-funk. This is anti-frizz. It's a detangler. It does a lot of different things, okay? Promotes growth, conditions, moisturizes, strengthens, definitely a detangler. Use it before you reties. Eases frizz. It repairs, softens. It's antibacterial, it's antifungal, and it's anti-funk. Now, you guys, I've been using this. It's the only thing I've used on my hair since probably somewhere in the second year of my journey. I've done a lot to my hair. You already know that, okay? I've dyed it, I don't know, 15, 20 times. I'm not going to dye it anymore because I have experienced a little bit of my ends and some dryness. And finally, now that I have much less, and I haven't dyed it in about a year, my hair is starting to feel soft again, which I really miss, because that was the first thing that I dealt with. Now, I've got this light here, and I want to show y'all something. I want you to pay attention to the lint and the dust and the debris that we don't normally see with our locks. Can you see it? I think I can see it from here. I don't know if y'all can, but this is why I tell you to sit in your car on a sunny day and comb through your locks like this, and you're going to see that there's a lot more debris that your locks pick up. They are a lint magnet and a dust magnet. And we're talking about life here, so you have to be careful if you think that you're not constantly picking up lint and particles. And these are actually pieces of lint that are all over the air, that are everywhere, that you just can't see. So it's important to just make sure you do this once or twice a day. Now, how do you use this oil? This is the spot treatment. I do not recommend that you use this all over your hair. It is the spot treatment. Y'all know I was working on this little area right in here, and you can see I used to really have the bad plucked chicken look right in here. I did this for 3 or 4 weeks. It grows just enough little fuzz in there to kind of help fill that area. In my life, my hair's been like that my entire life, so I never paid it any attention. I just got used to it. But a few weeks ago, several weeks ago, I decided, let me just try it in there. So I put it in that spot and I did like this. If you got some issues with some thinning edges, okay, or something else around the perimeter of your hair, just put a little dot, y'all. With all of these products, less is more. You don't need a lot. If you spend 68 bucks on this, this thing should last you for a while. Granted, if you have a lot of thinning in other areas, then you may be using it in multiple areas of your hair. But less is more. This is heavier. Remember, we've got both castor oils in here. We have pumpkin seed oil. We have sesame oil. We have the black seed oil. We have quite a few other things in here which make this of a greater viscosity. So when you use this, you need less. My suggestion is to start out with every other day and then go to an everyday or 5-day-a-week regimen with this, and at least pay attention to your results. So take a picture first, because the eyes aren't always the best indicator of how something is working. Okay, everybody's hair is different. We all have different needs. The reasons for our hair loss can be different. So make sure you allow for that in terms of your expectations of using the product. One thing I will swear by with the product, even for those of you who may have very little growth, or this product here works better for you in terms of growth, because this one is working for the majority of you, because this is the premium product that I've used the entire time I've had these Locs. So for some of you, you've been able to fill in bald areas with this. For others of you, this has worked. For some of you who contact me, you use both. If you're using both, please don't start out with both. Please try one at a time. And before you begin to bring the other one in, at least give yourself a couple of weeks. Technically, I would say try this one first and begin using this one and then phase this one in. But if you have a lot of hair loss and you have a lot of thinning edges and balding, I would say start with this one first and then this one. That is if you're going to be using both, okay? Prior to my creation of this was my full recommendation, because this does everything. But some people are experiencing quite a bit more success with this one, because this one is more medicinal. Okay, it has the ingredients in it that show improve over time. With all of these products, the hair that you grow is the hair that shores. If you discontinue using the products, your hair is still going to remain. So you don't have to worry about hair loss with these products, although you should always be worrying about the overall health of your hair in general. So whatever it is you're doing to your hair, if it's working, then you want to be consistent and you want to continue doing that. So again, less is more. Whenever you wash, you want to wash your hair thoroughly, at least 2 or 3 times, getting everything out before you go back and then begin to reapply. Washing everything out is very, very important. You don't want the accumulation of oils in your hair. You don't need the extra weight. And besides, you need to be able to open your hair up so that it can take the nutrients. So it's important to make sure that you strip your hair of whatever is already in it in terms of a good wash. And you guys know I don't really do conditioners, but if you do use a conditioner, you want to make sure that that is rinsed thoroughly out before moving into putting the oils back in. Now, this is the main oil here. If you are using this prior to a retightening, my suggestion, if you're like the day before retightening and you wash your own hair and your loctician doesn't wash it, my suggestion is to take a few pieces and to actually spray it good like this, and then really saturate your scalp. This worked wonders for me the last time, y'all. I typically don't use anywhere near this amount of this oil. And then you want to go through, you want to separate every lock. One by one by one. You want to massage. By the way, with this oil, you want to massage. And I say thoughts are powerful and thoughts are energy, and we're constantly moving energy and creating things. So as you massage, visualize hair growth, visualize long, luxurious locks. And then you want to do like this. Okay, you want to move the oils down the length of your hair. Now, if you suffer from particularly dry hair, first of all, if you're using this on a regular basis, your hair is going to start to shine even when you haven't put this on. Your hair should be shining from the scalp. Okay, the majority of you, unless you have something really going on and your hair is really taking a beating, over a period of time, your hair should have a glow and a shine to it. Then you spray a little bit in your hands. This is before you're retightening, and you just go down the length of the hair. It's important to make sure that you do this, and you see me continuing to massage like this. Don't pull as much, but it's important for you to do this section by section, maybe 10 or 15 locks, section by section. Again, you spray, maybe 3 sprays, you massage in, because this thing is a great detangler. And again, remember, my suggestion is that you wash your own locks. You don't need somebody to wash your locks for you. And the advantage to washing your own locks is when you wash your own locks, clearly when you're going in for a retightening, you are more susceptible to breakage. You're more susceptible to the pre-tangling that happens before the retightening. If you are tightening your own locks, if you're washing your own locks, you have the opportunity to detangle them so that when you go in, you have a lot less soreness. Your scalp feels good. Okay, your hair is soft, and it's easier for your loctician, and it's easier for you, which means less breakage, less hassle. Okay, y'all know I also got this little short one here that I'm getting ready to do this little extension for. I pulled a piece of hair off this one, and I'm going to add the extension right here. Now this, along with a couple of others that have grown longer, these were little pieces of baby hair, and each time they fried with platinum, they would come out, and eventually I just connected it with an extension like a box braid. And eventually, as it got longer, as it starts to get longer, the box braid is going to cause your hair to break. So eventually I realized I needed something lighter and more natural, like my own hair, and so I hooked it on the hair, but I didn't do a good job, and so it came off, so I need to put it back on. Okay, but if you're going to be doing extensions, don't do them as a necessity, not as like I'm gonna take this whole part and do all extensions because I don't want to go through the lock journey. Be a little weary of that. Like a piece like this can stand out because sometimes it'll be up here like that. So for me, I really wanted to do something with this. So in that case, it's okay, but be mindful of using human hair. It's a necessity to use human hair, and if you can use one of your own locks, you know how we take the fat from the butt and put it somewhere else in this country when they do cosmetic surgery? It's better to do that than to get it from somewhere else, because it's going to be lighter with the human hair. It's going to be a better match, obviously, but it's healthier for your hair overall, and it's not going to weigh the lock down. And I digress. All right, so this is what we're doing. And trust me, it's going to feel soft and it's going to feel good, okay? Put your little cap on before you go to bed at night, the little satin cap, keep all the oils in, go to your retie the next day. If you're doing this same day, same thing is the deal. Wash your hair, blow dry your hair, get it almost dry, not fully, do the same thing. The important thing is the detangling and the making sure that you get the I Am Melanin Magic hair oil nicely distributed. Now on a regular daily basis, I, guys, use this maybe twice a week most of the time. And the way I do it is I go through, I hit this area first. That's why I got the most growth up here all the time. This is the key area for me. Okay, so I'm going to hit this area first. And then I'm just going to go through and I do this. Depending upon how long you've been using my oil, it is not necessary to go all the way down the ends of your hair unless you just like to do it for that reason. If your hair is benefiting from the oil, but remember, I've been doing this for some years, okay? If your hair is benefiting from the oil, then once you spray it, just to kind of run your hands down through it like this is sufficient. I don't feel it's necessary anymore. Remember, I used to do that a lot in the beginning. With the old blend, which this blend replaced as the new proprietary blend. I used to do that a lot in the beginning. And what that caused, because while I was doing that, I also wasn't a proponent of, you already know I'm not a proponent of washing the locks. When you're using this, you're going to have very little, if any, buildup. You're going to find that your hair can go longer in between washes. These oils in here have a lot of the anti-dandruff, You're going to find that it's antibacterial, antifungal. So you're not going to have the buildup of some of the stuff. Plus, it's my lightest blend right now. And so you're not going to have the buildup. You don't require your hair to be washed like that at the rate that a lot of people or a lot of us are actually washing our hair. So it's not that necessary. But when you do wash your hair, you need to wash it thoroughly. 2 to 3 times and lots of rinses, which is what I was not doing initially. So initially, if you pick this up, this is 8 ounces. This has some weight to it. Okay, the bottle itself is about, I want to say it's at the most it might be 1 or 2 ounces, at the most. That means that 6 ounces of weight is in your locks, all right? Which is why it's so critical as you get the benefit to go through and cleanse your hair. When you wash your hair, wash it thoroughly and reapply a new amount of your I Am Melanin Magic hair oil. So again, I'll go through, I'll spray, I'll massage it in that entire area. I'll go through here again. I will always say that less is more, ladies. You don't need a lot. Now, some of y'all use a lot because you love it and it smells good, and that's fine. I will take to the bank. I will guarantee you the more you use, the more it's going to grow. If you're really trying to grow your hair, all right, then you're going to see a difference. And now some of you guys, well, you may watch this blend change just a little bit over the next year. I'm doing some studying right now. I want to increase the dilution, but it would be at a rate that can increase your hair growth, but you wouldn't be able to use it at that strength beyond a certain period of time, okay? So I'm considering how best to do that and how best to communicate that, okay? So again, and you see, and when I do this throughout my entire head, which I might as well do since I'm sitting up here. Ooh, that's somebody local calling. I wonder who that is. I seldom answer the phone, y'all. Excuse me. Hello, this is Miss Ali. Hello, hello. How can I help you?
Hey, it's Jeff with ADT.
Oh, that's Jeff. That's the guy for the security alarm. Oh, I told him to. Okay, so guys, I'm doing this. Oops. Sorry, Jeff. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How for you?
I'm doing great. Can we set something up this week?
I'm good. I mean, when would you like me to come?
We could do tomorrow, or either, if not tomorrow, Thursday or Friday.
Where are you at?
And I can text the address to you when we hang up. Here we go.
Oh, okay. I've got to go. In the morning, I got to go down to Tifton, then I got to go over to Newton. And I'll just text me the address and everything, and I'll see you when I get back. I'll call you when I get back to Bike.
Okay, that sounds fine. Thank you.
All right, I'll see you then. Just text me the address and everything, and I'm on my way.
I sure will. Thank you.
All right, see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye. So you notice when I am finished, I'm going to go through and I'm going to make sure that I massage my entire scalp while distributing the oil. If you want to use this as a hot oil treatment, fantastic. Use it as a hot oil treatment, sit under the dryer, or go out in the sun if you live in a hot place. Now, what I will say for those of you who suffer from dry ends, I suggest you go this route. If you've been dyeing your hair like I had over the years, or you put a beading on your hair for some other reason, or your ends don't feel as soft, just do that, okay? Coloring is the fastest way to change the feel and texture of your hair, okay? And when you're done, say amen and, ooh, smell your hair, okay? And do this 2 to 3 times a week. For those of you who do it more, that's fine. Do it 2-3 times a week. But again, if you're buying this for the first time or you're trying this for the first time, beautiful, beautiful butterflies, please follow the usage instructions that come from your from the website in your email, and do make sure that you test this. Do the patch test first, 24 to 48 hours. It's very important. Okay, we have a very complex synergistic blend here. We want to make sure that you're not allergic to any of the oils. Okay, so do that first and follow the general other usage instructions. Okay, now for those of you who would like that oracle guidance, let's get it in. I had a few very interesting readings today, causing me to go inward. And they weren't readings for me, but they somehow highlighted some things that I need to take a look at. So let's take a look at this, y'all, and see what guidance is coming through for those of you who choose to hang around for this. If you're interested in mentorship, if you're interested in Reiki, or you're interested in getting a reading about your career, love life, life purpose, or any other question that you might want to ask, just look me up in the comments, and I'll be more than happy to show you some love. Coming in from my channel, you get a 20% discount. Don't pay at the website. Contact me directly and just say I'm from your Loc channel. Okay, this is the sale that's going on now up through the end of December. Just say I'm from your Loc channel. All right, y'all, let's see what our beautiful, 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 and wondrous, perfect people need to know. What's the energy of focus for whoever watches this message? What are we needing to pay attention to? We got too many cards, y'all. Okay? We want one. Okay, we have death here. Card number 7. Okay? Now, the death card for some of you guys could actually speak to someone that you may have lost in your life, or someone who is battling or facing death, or dealing with something in their life that is a great challenge. It could be someone that has the virus, or someone else that is a loved one that's dealing with something else. Beyond that, when that card comes up, what we're really talking about is the death of your spiritual, physical, mental, and emotional self. Even the death of your financial and intellectual self. This is a rebirth of sorts, an emergence. This is you cutting away those aspects of yourself that simply don't work anymore. All right? It's when you are letting go of things that don't serve you anymore. Now, the underlying energy we have is running with the wolves. And I typically don't look at the next card, but I can't help but see it. It's the drought. And so running with the wolves has to do with relationships and our bringing the critical eye of discernment to the relationships that we have with other people and the interactions that we participate in with other people, and really getting a good handle on what it is that we need from those relationships. With this drought card on the bottom, it could be that you are feeling as though you're isolated and alone for some of you guys, and that the relationships that you are in are not satisfying, and you're either in the process of trying to transform them, or you're in the process of walking away from something that feels barren and may not be working for you anymore. I want to read this Run with the Wolves card briefly for you. All right. Wolves are fierce, loyal pack animals who are excellent at managing relationships that serve the greater good. Their packs function in a similar way to human families. They rely on one another for food, safety, and shelter, knowing instinctively that there is strength in numbers. However, as in human families, it's not uncommon for one wolf to be aggressive toward another in the pack, or to separate from the group for a while. Operative word, separate. Occasionally, a wolf feels the need to seek a new pack and a new place to call home in order to thrive. So, for those of you who are watching this message right now, you could be feeling a little out of sorts. You could be feeling as though you're not able to grow, and that the environment that you're currently in is barren, and that in order for you to continue your spiritual evolution, that maybe you need to go north. Maybe you need to seek higher ground. Maybe you need to pack up and plant your seeds in fertile ground. Or maybe you need to end a relationship or a particular interaction with another person. Sometimes it's a family member. Sometimes it's a parent that we need to take a break from if we have a particularly dysfunctional kind of a relationship. Sometimes it's breaking and cutting ties with children who may be involved in destructive activities that tend to pull us into their drama. Other times it could be a job situation, something else, a partnership that we need to separate from in order to feel as though we are thriving, because something in that relationship is out of alignment and it no longer resonates with us. It's when we have a shift in our consciousness that we're able to see a contrast between what we've been doing and where we want to actually go. The Death card is a beautiful card because what this card speaks to is an awakening to a reality that you need something different in your life than what you currently have. And although it is a challenging card that comes up, because in order to move forward or to open up another door, we have to close a door. We have to let something go in order to get our wings, and it can be sometimes scary to take that leap into the unknown. It can cause you to feel alienated. It can cause you to feel as though your the whole foundation of your life is under attack. Even though that's what it can feel like sometimes when we're in the process of a major U-haul of certain things in our life or major uprooting, oftentimes it is the discomfort that is necessary in order for us to be able to move forward, okay? Occasionally a wolf feels the need to seek a new pack, all right? Run with wolves, a new pack in order to thrive. Run with wolves commonly comes to you when you are questioning your relationships and interactions with others. As you become more aware of what you need, you might find that familiar relationships, even those with family, no longer align with your soul. For those of you who stay to the end of these readings and listen to these messages here, it's because you resonate with the fact that everything is spirituality, and spirituality is everything. Meaning all aspects of your life, whether it's relationships, whether it's turning over a new leaf, whether it is challenging yourself to higher levels, up-leveling your mindset, all of that is spiritual. When you can merge, for those of you who are religious, your religious beliefs with your spirituality, then you get a double dose of what you need in this life in order to move forward. When you can understand that there is no separation in the truth that comes from the Creator, and you can nurture that quiet within, and you can begin to do the kinds of things that allow you to tap into your spiritual self, then you're going to be taking many leaps much more often in your life to experience the divine birthright that you are deserving of, which is prosperity and abundance. So if you stick around for these parts of the reading, then you're open to guidance that comes in from spirit through all manner of channels, and you're not limiting yourself, and you're open to receiving, which means you're on a spiritual journey and you're trying to better yourself in your life. So by saying that, this is a message that's calling you to let go of something in your life that you don't resonate anymore with. When you start to increase in your vibrational frequency, your consciousness shifts, it increases. Your health starts to become affected. Your emotional and mental state become affected. Your financial state is affected. Intellectually, you begin to require more. You begin to want to know more. You begin to seek a new knowledge. You begin to be drawn to a different way of seeing things and believing, and a different mindset altogether. So oftentimes, whenever you're doing this kind of work, the first thing that happens is you notice a contrast in your life between where you're going or what you're experiencing and what is in your current environment. And that's when we have to take the trash out, or we have to clean house. You guys have heard me speak about that on my Butterfly Transformations channel. But when we get to that point, we are seeing the divide between where we are and where we want to go, and we begin to look at the things that are in our current environment that are not helping us get there, and we begin to recognize that we have to declutter. We have to declutter emotionally, we have to declutter financially, we have to look at our lives very critically and look at the people and energies that we keep around us that we've been cultivating that have not meant us well, or that have not increased our rizq in any way, our provisions, our personal sense of wealth, health, and happiness. All right. So this is very important. Additionally, this card could mean you've lost pieces of yourself and what is important to you, prioritizing the desires of others. And as a result, you are in a barren place right now because you've given too much to other people. And even for some of you who may be grieving a death that has happened in your life and you haven't been able to move on, it's time now to feed your soul. It's time now to feed your life and to put something into you so that you can rejuvenate, so that you can reinvent, so that you can revitalize yourself. It may be time to consider whether or not you've been running with the wrong pack. Could it be time to strike out on your own into the wilderness to find something better? It could also mean you must find your voice and lovingly create better boundaries in your relationships, boundaries that keep you from overgiving, that keep you from finding yourself in barren lands, and that keep you protected from codependent and emotionally toxic relationships. I hope that you resonated with this message. I love y'all. Thank y'all for all the blessings you bring into my life. I love you. I love you. I love you. I just get too many sweet messages from y'all. Like, I just feel so blessed. I can't even tell y'all. I got friends all over the world, and you're one of them. If you're watching this, you're one of my friends all over the world. So shout out again to Lydia. All right. And shout out to the many, many, many more of you. Ulysses from Savannah, who introduced her beautiful self to me yesterday and sent me her beautiful, beautiful picture. Shout out to you, Miss Lydia. I love you too. And whatever value you think I'm bringing into your life, you're bringing just as much value into my life, because we're in this cycle of giving and receiving. So just beautiful, 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 y'all. It's just so many of you all. I love you all. Shout out again to you, Miss Natalie Battle. She asked for the blend without the lavender. No, that was Miss Lydia, and I sent it. I sent her the wrong one. She asked for the acne, and I sent her the anti-aging. So I think I got that right. Let me know when you get it if you happen to be watching this. And for those of you who are interested in trying to contact me, my information is in the description. Feel free to go to the description, take a look at the different websites and the different services that I provide, and see what way it is that you may be looking for me to assist you or walk alongside you in your life, even if it's only for 5 minutes, okay? And if you haven't purchased my book, Manifesting Your Masterpiece, this is the first aspect of something that I've shared of, I think, of any real written form with regard to the spiritual journey. And so, look at that. That's my spirit totem, the jaguar. Just love that animal. But anyway, it's not a chapter book. It's a book that has daily quotes and exercises, and it helps you to activate that aspect of yourself that's going to help you to live a better life, that's going to change the way you think, that's going to open up your world to new paradigms and give you actual tools and strategies by which to transform your life. Shout out to the thousands of you who have purchased this book, and to the under 100 of you, maybe 50 of you, 30 of you who have left reviews. If that book is changing your life, please feel free to leave me a review. I love y'all, and I hope you have a beautiful day, evening, or afternoon, night. Please be peaceful, productive, and prosperous. Must be the trick-or-treaters. I'm armed. I got my bag. A big pan out there with a lot of little individual bags with a little note, so I don't have to really go to the door, because you hear her. She will act like a nut. And they can self-serve. Love you. Bye.